Welcome to the Monday version of In the Car with Star. Hi, how's it going? Hope you had a nice weekend, despite the fact that the Montreal Canadiens failed to do anything of substance this weekend in Detroit and in Boston, losing both games and losing Jake Allen, Mike Hoffman out with an upper body injury. Jonathan Drouin's missed 6 games, but apparently, guys, he was medically cleared to play, but it was his decision to not play on Sunday against Boston, a game the Canadiens fought in and scored first. Yoel Armia opened to scoring on Sunday night. Ultimately, Boston gets the equalizer. Canadiens get the 2-1 goal when they had no business being competitive in that game. The Bruins were all over them in the second period. But no, Michael Pezzetta gets his first as a Canadian, and the Habs have themselves a 2-1 lead after 40 minutes of play. And then the Boston Bruins get a goal off of Visor, and the rest is history as Sam Montembeault, take your pick of his favorite nickname, Red Light Montembeault, Montem Blowout, take your pick. The bottom line is this: Montembeault is not an NHL goaltender. His numbers are terrible. His rebound control is even worse, putting these Canadian players in high and dry situations where a team like Boston can change 2 or 3 times on the fly with the same personnel staying on the ice for the Canadiens. But here you are one of the worst teams in the National Hockey League. And look, every team deals with injuries. A lot of teams have more confidence than clearly the Canadiens possess, and they're able to overcome and ultimately hurdle over those injuries, but not this team. This is a fragile group of players. You got guys playing that probably shouldn't be playing. Jeff Petrie, Brendan Gallagher dealing with injuries, but they're out there. And Jeff Petrie is having a disastrous season. He had a disastrous weekend. Dylan Larkin into Jake Allen. Allen's concussed or whatnot. And then, of course, the goal off Coyle's visor that goes into the net that ultimately turned the tide for the Boston Bruins en route to their 5-2 win on Sunday. But for me, look, I'm not going to hang Jeff Petrie out to dry. Same reason I'm not going to crush Sam Montembeault out to dry. This team scores 2 goals a game, man. What are you asking them to do? Win 1-0 every single night? No. Team's not built this way. I maintain, and I've been consistent since the jump, you guys. Coaching is a problem. This coaching staff is too green. They are not prepared or experienced enough to get a team like Montreal that has a mix of young and older players out of a funk like they're in. Dominic Ducharme loves talking about the block of 5. Everybody moves at the same time at the same rate of speed. Well, it's not working. It's not working. And this team has too much offensive talent to score, 36 goals, 17 games into the season, guys? That's marginally better than 2 goals a night while giving up almost 4. Do the math. You're not going to win games this way. And the Montreal Canadiens are just in a world of hurt. It's a long season. It really is. It's just a long season. And the one storyline I'm fascinated to see play out is how Jeff Molson, as the owner of this team, is going to navigate through this year. And look, the Canadian schedule has been kind to them. It's going to get worse real fast. The Olympics are right around the corner, okay? And the congested schedule and the fact that you're going to be up against better teams with a better winning percentage consistently down the stretch for this team does not bode well. Does not bode well. But maybe you're coming from the angle of wanting to see this team get a really high draft pick, like top 5 minimum, right? Ben Sherratt, 1 year left, $3.5 million. Jake Allen, 2 years left at $2.875 million. Paul Byron, 2 years, $3.4 million. Brett Kulak and Arturi Lehkonen last year's, both 1.85, Lehkonen at 2.3. There are some contracts that if Marc Bergevin is the man, that he can unload, that he can dump. Maybe Ben Sherratt. You saw what Ben Sherratt meant to this Montreal Canadiens team en route to their Stanley Cup final appearance last year. There's a team that has aspirations of going on a deep Stanley Cup playoff run. Ben Sherratt would be a nice addition to a deep team. Same thing for Jake Allen, more confidence in goal. Paul Byron, I don't know how high the stock is on Paul Byron. Same for Brett Kulak, and I think Arturi Lehkonen might be attractive to a deep team that maybe could use his ability defensively. Again, with the hopes of going on a deeper run, you want to add depth. Arturi Lehkonen, I think, is somewhat attractive for a team like the Canadiens that, in my opinion, should begin the process of selling. And I know you say this with a general manager that doesn't have a contract beyond this year, but look, it's not, it's not the YMCA Bush League here. This is Marc Bergevin trying again to continue his run as an executive in the National Hockey League. He's not going to be trading away guys for a penny on the dollar here. I mean, that would absolutely destroy this man's legacy or what's left of it as a general manager in the National Hockey League. What? I'm filming something. Can I help you?
English or French?
Comme tu veux. Je suis en train de... Mais
tu
me déranges. Je suis en train de filmer, mon gars.
Okay.
D'abord, je te mets en caméra parce que je te filme. Parce que moi, je suis en train de filmer.
T'es en train de filmer quoi?
Mais je fais des choses en ligne, moi.
OK.
Qu'est-ce que je peux faire avec...
Oublie ça.
OK.
Je suis pas acteur.
C'est beau, moi non plus. Well, that was fun. Always interesting in the city, getting stopped by randos who doesn't want to... He wants to bother me, wants to stop me, but doesn't want to be put on screen because he's too shy and he's not an actor. In the Car with Star, special surprise appearances. So, yeah, look, you Canadians have a busy week. They're in New York tomorrow, home to Pittsburgh, home to Nashville, Thursday and Saturday. And... it's only November, you guys. There's a lot of hockey left to be played. And look, for what it's worth, okay, I'm going to say this. I'd love to see the Montreal Canadiens bring PK Subban back. I would. I'd love to see it. He's got 1 goal and 6 assists for 7 points. He'd be the highest scoring defenseman on the Montreal Canadiens if they brought him here, right? Look, they need somebody that can move the puck with speed. And look, I know PK Subban is a shell of his former self, but I believe that if PK Subban in this wild and crazy hypothetical, that if he put on the Montreal Canadiens sweater again, almost like the Fountain of Youth. The Fountain of Youth. But look, it's not going to... New Jersey's not going to eat all that salary. How are you going to fit PK under the salary cap? It is a fun hypothetical to bring PK back to where it all began. But look, the general manager that traded him away is still here. It's just fantasy land, you guys. But boy, oh boy, this Montreal Canadiens team need a puck-moving team. You watch Charlie McAvoy? You watch Adam Fox? Watch Adam Fox tomorrow with the New York Rangers. That's what the Montreal Canadiens need, man. They need a guy that can move the puck with speed, with skill, with athletic ability. Canadiens just don't have it. The Canadiens just don't have it. And the season, it's going to be impossible to beat Arizona. Arizona's a joke. A joke of a franchise. They have 3 bleeping points. They have 1 win and 3 points, you guys. I mean, that's a joke. You talk about tanking. Ain't no team going to tank the way the Arizona Coyotes have. So, this is where the Canadiens are. The struggle is real. The injuries are real. Will Jonathan Drouin decide to play or not? I don't know. It's his decision. But, you know, hey, whoa, careful what you say. Can't be too mean. You don't want to be too mean, right? Canadiens, Rangers, Tuesday. Penguins, Predators, Thursday, Saturday, you guys. I'll see you at Poutineville Vaudreuil on Saturday, November 20th. Tickets are sold out, but you can get tickets right now at Poutineville Vaudreuil Dorion. The Friday show has been added. I've been telling you guys, don't sleep on Joey Elias and friends. Saturday at Poutineville. Well, you slept on it. Now you missed it. Don't worry. Poutineville has your back. Friday night show has been added. Get your tickets online at PoutinevilleVaudreuil.com. And as always, you see the price of the gas? Drives you bonkers. K-Stop Gas Bar and Depiner, Highway 138 in Ganawage. It is in the Playground Poker parking lot. Fuel up and save. And don't forget, walk into the convenience store. Right across. It's right there, same parking lot as the gas pump. You're going to have a guy come pump your gas for you. While he's pumping your gas, you walk into the convenience store. K-Stop Gas Bar and Depiner, prepared meals, smoothies, salads, hot sandwiches, prepared meals for lunch for the community, for the working community around there. You can jump in on that too. Get it all at K-Stop Gas Bar and Depiner, proud sponsors of In the Car with Star.